Hello, folks, and welcome to this year's virtual spring soiree, or should I say, saute. My name's Tom Zupancic, and I am privileged to serve as your MC for tonight's virtual program. I'd like to start off this evening by thanking you for tuning in for tonight's program. While we are unable to celebrate in person at the Bidwell Event Center as we originally planned, we still have a very exciting evening planned for you. Each year, this event helps raise the necessary funds to help support the children of St. Mary's Child Center. Events like Spring Soiree ensure that children living in poverty can receive the high-quality education that they deserve. In addition, funds that are raised during tonight's program will be used to not only provide the necessary scholarship funding for our 144 students attending our 3 locations, but tonight, we're also raising funds for an upcoming kitchen update at our Thompson building. Everybody's participation in the past couple weeks has made a difference. During tonight's event, you'll meet our on-screen chef, Eric Steele. Chef Eric will invite you into his kitchen and show off the techniques on how you can make a 5-star orecchiette pasta with sausage, fresh peas dish on the side in the comfort of your own home. Many of you supported St. Mary's by purchasing your meal kits from Nicole Taylor's Pasta and Market, and you have all of the ingredients already on hand to follow along with Chef Eric. There are plenty of supporters tonight who are also enjoying a pre-made dinner from our catering partner, Psalms. If this is you, we hope that you are loving your chicken parmesan and penne pasta. Mwah. We distributed several kits of beverages courtesy of Zinc Distributing, and know that many of our viewers are kicking back and enjoying some spring and summer exclusive beers and seltzers as well. There's nothing better than a cold beverage at the end of a long day. Thank you to everybody who purchased and picked up your experience kits before tonight's program. We hope that you are indulging in all the delicious food and beverages that tonight has to offer. In addition to the aforementioned experience kits, many of you have already been participating in our online auction, which opened on Sunday. There are over 100 items to bid on, ranging from weekend getaways, restaurant gift cards, and golf experiences. If you haven't looked at our auction items or aren't registered to bid with our online bidding partner, Cutego, we encourage you to visit smcc.home.cutego.net and get registered. Our online auction will close tomorrow, Friday, 5/7 at 9 p.m., so get those bids in. We have a wonderful evening ahead of us tonight, and you'll hear a little more about St. Mary's Child Center and hear from our Executive Director, Connie Sherman. You'll learn some fundamental techniques on how to cook a delicious meal from Chef Eric Steele, and you'll see some very important faces from St. Mary's Child Center. Just like all fundraising events, we have set a goal for tonight's virtual program. Our goal tonight is to raise $80,000. As previously mentioned, these funds will be used for an upcoming kitchen update at our Thompson building. Later on in our program, you'll have an opportunity to see the current kitchen at St. Mary's Child Center. Once you have an opportunity to see what we're working with on a daily basis, you'll better understand why meeting and exceeding our goal tonight is critical. Donating is simple and can be done by texting CHILD to 72727. With everybody tuning in this evening, I'm confident we're going to reach our goal. Before we officially get started, I would like to take a moment to thank our Spring Soiree Planning Committee. They've worked tirelessly to switch this event from an in-person event to a virtual event. They secured the auction items and sponsors and sold experience kits. They've gotten hundreds of guests registered to watch tonight's program. Without our committee, virtual Spring Soiree would not be possible. The committee includes our co-committee chairs, John Arbuckle, Brittany Siegler, and Lexi Siegler, Dean Brackenrich, Jan Cohout, Jordan Coleman, Manny Hersig, Jeff Hokinson, Sarah Mamuska Morris, Jessica Mills, Terry Stauffer, and myself. We'd also like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. Whether you're hosting a watch party at your house with a few of your favorite St. Mary's friends, or preparing your meal kit with your immediate family, or just watching tonight's program on your phone, your support matters. By watching this program, making a donation, and bidding on auction items, you're helping pave the path to a successful future for our students. To begin the event, I would like to introduce you to our Executive Director, Connie Sherman. Connie has been with St. Mary's Child Center for over 37 years, 20 of which have been as the Executive Director. She's an inspiration to the staff at St. Mary's and a blessing to the children. I'm honored to introduce her tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Connie Sherman.
Hi, I'm Connie Sherman, Executive Director at St. Mary's Child Center. Welcome to the Spring Soiree. Thank you for being here on behalf of the children and families of St. Mary's Child Center. In order for St. Mary's to operate legally and have children with us all day, we have become a licensed childcare. However, we are not a typical daycare or early childhood program. St. Mary's Child Center intervenes early in the life of the children we serve by providing the highest quality early learning experiences in our preschool classroom. Today, 97% of the children we serve live in poverty. Currently, St. Mary's provides full scholarships for almost 90% of our children. Full scholarship means St. Mary's provides the full cost of tuition, which is $10,000 annually for each child. We ask families to pay $10 per week if they can. Our 3 to 5-year-old children are at the greatest risk of failure in school and life because they live in poverty, they experience trauma and adversity, and they lack the experiences that are common for other children. Children who live with these conditions can enter kindergarten as much as 2 years behind their peers in development. The difficulty in catching up under those circumstances is immense, if at all possible. For some children, their fate is sealed by the age of 5 because of the learning gap that leads to school failure and failure in life. However, research proves that children who participate in a program like St. Mary's experience lifelong benefits. They have higher IQs, achievement level, and graduation rates. They are less likely to be retained in school, to enter special education, and most importantly, to be incarcerated. St. Mary's has closed the learning gap historically for 85 to 90% of our children in all domains of development. We've leveled the playing field. St. Mary's does remarkable work. We study the Reggio philosophy for early childhood and believe all of our children are strong, competent, and capable, and citizens with rights and responsibilities. We also study applied educational neuroscience. We understand brain research and have learned strategies that allow us to work successfully with children who come from adversity and trauma. In the mornings, our children come to our schools very rough. Children in that state cannot learn. Our first job every day is to dampen down the child's reaction to adversity and trauma so that the child can self-regulate, connect with other people, and ultimately learn. On the same note, we serve a lot of food each day. Lunch and snacks are served daily, and food is available in the classroom at all times. This allows our children to be healthy and nourished and not to worry about where their next meal is coming from. Meals and snacks are prepared in our on-site kitchens. You've seen some pictures of our kitchen at the Thompson building and hopefully realize how important it is to update. The kitchen used to serve 50 children daily is the same size that you might find in a small residence. So we are unable to serve all the fresh foods we want due to the size and layout of the kitchen. Our update is planned for this summer and costs just over $70,000. It actually costs about $80,000 annually to operate the kitchen between the personnel and food costs. Funds raised from this event will fund the update and operations for 1 year. I ask that you help us make it possible to serve fresh fruits and fresh vegetables while providing nutritious meals each day for our children. Not only will this make a difference for them today, it'll also impact their tomorrow. The habits instilled in young children serve a foundation for healthy choices in life. The availability of nutritious foods plays a critical role in supporting the wellness, health, and development of our children. I'm so disappointed that we can't be together tonight. We depend on our events for 30% of our budget. We run a lean machine at St. Mary's. All our decisions are based on what's best for children and families, and every donation goes directly to the mission. We appreciate any donation, large or small. I want to thank you with all my heart for the love, generosity, and support that you give to the children and families of St. Mary's. This is how we change the world. God bless you all, and enjoy your evening.
At St. Mary's Child Center, we believe every child is smart, competent, and capable. Our mission is to positively impact young children by creating a supportive, mentoring, and educational environment. We serve children in Indianapolis at our schools. 93% of our students are living in poverty. We mitigate the adversity challenges while providing the foundation for lifelong success. Children in poverty are typically only read to 25 hours before kindergarten, compared to 1,500 hours for a middle-class child. Children in poverty hear 30 million fewer words. We are bridging that gap through our high-quality Reggio Emilia preschool program. We offer opportunities for family engagement and provide meals for our students throughout the day. The cost per child to come to school for a year is $10,000. Families are asked for only $10 per week, and St. Mary's covers the rest through scholarships. Your support is desperately needed.
Good morning. My name is Eric Steele from Planned Investment. I'm here for St. Mary's Child Center Spring Soiree. I'm going to be your in-living room chef, preparing two of my favorite dishes going back the last 20 years. The first dish we're going to make is called Gigi Salad. It's from the Palm Steakhouse. It's a nice spring salad. It's light and crunchy. There's no carbohydrates, no dairy. So what we've got in front of us right now are the mise en place, the different ingredients we'll need. So we've got about a pound of shrimp, a pound of green beans, beefsteak tomatoes, a quarter pound of bacon, and then a red wine vinaigrette. So once everything is prepared, it's really ready to go. So for the green beans, the thought for today is for some of our home chefs to learn some fundamentals that we use every day in the restaurant business. So as simple as it sounds to blanch green beans, a often overlooked part of cooking green vegetables is you want to use a lot of water, salted that tastes like seawater, and a little bit of green vegetables in batches. So for the 1 pound of green beans, I actually did it in 3 steps, where you've got a big pot of boiling water, you put in a handful of green beans, cook it for 3 to 4 minutes, and then you shock them in an ice bath. So when you're cooking the green vegetables, you want to use enough water and as little green vegetables as you can, where you keep the boil of the rolling water. So to lock in the color for green vegetables, if you're blanching herbs, or in this case green beans, it's just a lot of salted water and a little bit of green vegetables. And then it's into an ice bath, which is ice cubes and cold water, just to shock and stop the cooking as quickly as possible. So we've got our shrimp, green beans, rough chopped beefsteak tomatoes, and we'll just take 1 red onion and we'll assemble the dish. So this is not a fine dining restaurant dish where we're super meticulous on how the onions are chopped. So this will just be medium dice and will be the foundation of the salad. So we'll just do about 1/2-inch dice. So as pungent as the onions can be, I'll tend to add about half of what the recipe calls for and add the rest in if we need it. But we will assemble the salad in 2 steps, where we'll mix in the green beans with the red onions and the tomatoes, and then we'll dress and season the base. So with the vinaigrette, it's 1 clove of garlic and 1 part vinegar to 3 parts olive oil. You just want to stir it to get it emulsified. So if the recipe makes 3/4 of a cup, this is a little bit more than half goes on right now. Again, we're just kind of saving some for later. So green beans and tomatoes can take a lot of salt, so give it a good pinch of salt. So that is the base of the salad with red onions, tomatoes, green beans, and garlic vinaigrette. And then the shrimp and bacon really are more of a garnish. So the original Palm Steakhouse salad calls for 6 count shrimp, meaning there are 6 shrimp per pound, which are pretty enormous. So these are closer to 30 count shrimp, where you get about 30 shrimp per pound, which is more typically what you're gonna see in the grocery store. So you can either buy pre-cooked shrimp. I'll tend to buy skin-on shrimp that haven't been cooked, so I can do that myself. So these were blanched in court bouillon. So water, lemon juice, white wine, pepper, and herbs. And you wanna cook them a little less than what you think you're gonna need, because they'll tend to carry over cooking with the residual heat. We went to Joe's Butcher for some of the protein today. So this is butcher shop bacon, and again, you're just kind of crumbling some shrimp and bacon on top. So for easy, hearty salads that are good the next day, this is really one of my favorites. So that's the GG salad from the Palm Steakhouse.
Students at St. Mary's Child Center are fed 65,000 meals during the course of 1 year. 50 children attend the Thompson Building each day. As you can see, our current kitchen is smaller than most household kitchens. This space is used to prepare breakfast, lunch, and several snacks throughout the course of each day for our students. Because of the small size, though, there is not even enough space for prep work, which limits the meals that can be served. Something as simple as adequately preparing fresh fruits and vegetables is a challenge in this space because the number of necessary sinks is not available. Updating our kitchen is necessary to contribute to the overall health of our children. During this year's event, we are hoping to raise $80,000 to not only assist with this update, but also to help fund 1 year's worth of operating expenses. Our update plans include installing the proper sinks, updating our appliances, replacing the flooring and cabinetry, and increasing countertop space. While we understand this is a costly renovation, it is also a necessary renovation, so we can provide the healthy food our children need. Overall, a well-balanced and healthy nutritional diet is of paramount importance in developing children. Your support is needed to make this happen. By making a donation today, you are helping to change the lives of the children at St. Mary's Child Center.
Hello again. Before we continue with our program, we'd like to take a moment to thank our amazing sponsors. Their support and generosity are not only making tonight's virtual program possible, but they also play a key role in making the day-to-day operations possible at St. Mary's Child Center. Thank you to Cohout and O'Neill Management for serving as our expediter sponsor. Thank you to Becknell Industries for serving as our mixologist sponsor. Thank you to our segment chef sponsor, Mission Mechanical and Taft Law. Thank you to our preparation chef sponsors, Dellon Automotive, Huntington Bank, and the Indiana Railroad Company. And thank you to our line chef sponsors, the Peterson Company and Tom and Jody Grant. Thank you again to all of our 2021 sponsors. Please visit our Cutego homepage or smccindy.org to see a full list of our sponsors.
Good morning. My name is Eric Steele, cooking today for the Spring Soiree, raising money for St. Mary's Child Center. Our second dish is going to be an orecchiette pasta with sausage and green peas. So Nicole and Taylor's is helping us with handmade orecchiette. We are going to use sweet Italian sausage. We blanched some green peas, which you can get anywhere all year round. We've got some fresh grated Parmesan Reggiano, where we'll grate some ahead of time to be able to toss into the dish, and then we'll save a nice big piece to grate fresh tableside. When I am cooking pasta, what I was used to doing in the restaurant business, you'd be amazed just how much butter, olive oil, and cheese goes into finishing a pasta that you will get in any given restaurant. So I'll tend to keep a handful of levels of pasta and cooking fat in the pantry at any given time. So Laudimo or Olio Verde are two of my favorite kind of premium olive oils, and then I'll have sauteing olive oil and then a vegetable oil for frying. So we'll go ahead and get started and start cooking over on the stove.
We'd like to take a moment to showcase a few of our auction items. A complete list of auction items can be found at cutego.net/QLink/SMCC. All right, football fans, who's ready to get back into the stadium? I know I am. Bid on item number 101 and get ready to head to Super Bowl 56 on February 13, 2022 in Los Angeles, California. Do we have any race fans out there? Item number 102 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you won't want to miss out on. The winner of this package will receive a personally guided tour of the Andretti Autosport Racing Facility by third-generation champion racing driver Jarrett Andretti. Calling all wine drinkers, and I know there's a bunch of them, consider viewing item number 189 and treat your friends, family, and fellow wine lovers to a private wine tasting for up to 20 guests in the classroom at Total Wine and More. As a reminder, our online auction closes tomorrow, Friday, May 7th at 9 p.m. So get those bids in right now.
But Tom, don't forget some of these other great auction items that are available to bid on. Like item number 103, a pair of beautiful 14K white gold diamond hoop earrings donated by Moyer Fine Jewelers. If you're a bourbon fan, you're not going to want to miss item 104. Not only will the winner receive 15 bottles of bourbon, but also a Buffalo Trace bourbon barrel bar to display them all in. Or take a look at item 107. The winners of this experience will have Jenna and Steve Unruh with Four Birds Bakery and Sun King Brewery come to your home and create a culinary experience unlike any other. Again, our auction is open until tomorrow, Friday, May 7th at 9 p.m. Keep bidding.
What are you going to add first?
I'm gonna add the water.
Okay, add some water.
Wait, we're making this by ourselves?
Yeah.
Oil. Put the color in next. Oh, look at this. Glitter. It's turning red, so it's turning a little bit. I think we need more. It's gonna look glitter. Okay. Stir. It's starting to look red. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not all. More glitter. More glitter. Oh, put the glue in there. Put the glue in. I'm trying to see how it gets stickier. It's going. Not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Oh, it is turning into slime. Yeah, we made it ourselves. Throw it. Dump it in there. We made it. Look at the jam. Okay, you want to touch it? You put it in. I want to try something at my house.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is make 2 orders of the orchette together in the same pan. The kit from Nicole and Taylor's is 2 orders of the orchette noodle along with the sausage, the peas, and the finishing fat. So we're gonna start by taking about a tablespoon of olive oil, and we got our little fennel sausage patty. So we've got our big pot of salted water, and very similar to the green vegetables where it's a lot of water, a lot of salt. When I was in the restaurant industry, we'd go through 3 big boxes of salt a night for our rolling vats of boiling water for pasta. So this is ready. We'll get a good sear on the meat, break it up. So it takes about 5 or 6 minutes to get nice and golden brown. We've got a little bit of spring onions or ramps, R-A-M-P-S. So we'll use those as opposed to a garlic or a type of shallot or onion to build that flavor off just a little bit. So since the fresh pasta cooks so quickly, it'll be about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll want to have the sauce almost done by the time we go and cook the noodle. So it really is almost an instant noodle when you're working with fresh pasta as opposed to 10 or 12 minutes when you're more accustomed to cooking with dry pasta. So we'll basically get the sauce ready, stop the cooking with some of the pasta water, and then we'll drop the orchette noodle. So as we're caramelizing the pork, it will tend to release itself from the pan once it has a nice caramelization. Okay, so I'll get it really golden brown on the top and the bottom, and then we'll break it up a little bit. Just cook the ramps for about a minute. Add our little bit of peas. So we're really using the pasta water to control the consistency of the sauce. And then just a little bit of butter. Like a heaping tablespoon. We'll do a little bit of red chili flake. Okay. And that is kind of coming together for our sauce. So we'll go ahead and drop our 2 orders of pasta. And I do use a timer. So if it's 3 to 4 minutes, I'll set a timer for 3 minutes. We'll plan on the last minute in the pan. So you want to pull it out when it's al dente. It should still have a little bit that white kind of rawness going through the noodle. And then if we diced up the stem of the ramps, then the green leaves will finish at the end. So if you ever have any wilted salad greens that are just past prime, then just feel free to use them at the end when you're making pasta. So again, on the bag it says 3 to 4 minutes. So I'll tend to cook it for about a minute less than the package. So this is 3 minutes. So again, we want the sauce to be a little wet when the pasta goes in. And we're gonna finish cooking the noodle. And it's got to be wet enough to be able to absorb the cheese we're gonna put in. So we'll just give it about a minute in the pan. So we'll finish it with some of the greens from the ramps. And you can hear the consistency change a little bit as the water reduces and the sauce comes together. You want to hear it start to slap the pan just a little bit. So we'll finish it with some Parmesan Reggiano, some good olive oil. And again, just give it another second to kind of come together. But that's really what you want, is you want the sheen of the sauce sticking to the noodle. You don't want it so thick that you can't toss it. So, and that's really a feel of just getting used to how wet or dry you like your pasta, how many people are eating. The bigger the batch of pasta you're making, the wetter it has to be. But that's really it. So orecchiette with Italian sausage, peas, Parmesan Reggiano, and ramps. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for supporting St. Mary's Spring Soiree. Hope you had as much fun cooking as I did walking through some of my favorite recipes. And again, my name is Eric Steele, and thanks for joining us.
We'd like to thank everybody one last time for joining us during this year's virtual Spring Soiree. Whether you served as an event sponsor, purchased an experience kit to enjoy during tonight's program, donated during tonight's program, or are participating in our online auction, your support is helping to make a difference at St. Mary's Child Center. Your support tonight is helping us change the lives of the students at St. Mary's. By being a supporter of this organization, you are impacting futures and providing children the opportunities that they deserve. Thank you all for joining us tonight. With your help, you're making the mission of St. Mary's come to life and are actively changing the world that we live in. We'd like to remind everybody that our silent auction will close tomorrow, Friday, May 7th at 9 p.m. There's still plenty of time to continue bidding on your desired items. We have some fantastic auction items that we recommend you checking out, such as item number 119, which is a tour and tasting for 10 guests at 8th Day Distillery, or item number 121, which is a hand-picked autographed bottle of Blanton's Bourbon Whiskey. I can smell it and taste it now. Or even item number 127, which is a one-year adult membership to the Carmel Racquet Club. Once the auction closes tomorrow, you'll be notified by text message if you are the winner of that item that you bid on. Please also note that a representative from St. Mary's Child Center will reach out to you on Monday or Tuesday to discuss curbside pickup of your items. Also, if you purchased a virtual wine tasting kit, that experience will take place tomorrow at 7 p.m. Login information for the wine tasting can be found with your kit. A recording of tonight's program will be available at smccindy.org/events tomorrow morning. We encourage you to share this program with anybody who was unable to tune in this evening. If you haven't donated yet but would like to, there's still time. To make a donation after tonight's program, please visit our Qtego homepage or our St. Mary's website at smccindy.org/donate. Or you can donate by texting CHILD to 72727. If you'd like to learn more about St. Mary's, we invite you to join Connie for a virtual tour. We are offering these tours until we're able to meet again in person to help people meet our children and learn how they are helping. Reach out to the St. Mary's team to get yours scheduled today. We're extremely hopeful that we will be meeting in person again soon. We'd like to invite you to join us at our annual golf outing, which is taking place on Monday, June 7th at Prairie View Golf Club. On Thursday, September 24th, join us at Rick's Cafe Boatyard for our annual raffle, and save the date for Friday, November 12th for a Night of Miracles. More information about all of these events can be found at our website, smccindy.org/events. Thank you again to our sponsors, committee, staff, and to you. Tonight's program would not be possible without your support. Thank you for tuning in and changing the lives of our children. We hope to be seeing you in person very soon. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you mostly for making a difference.